Hello friends, I am back with another video in the Elliott Wave education series, and in this video I am going to talk about another misconception about Elliott waves which a lot of beginners have, um, where they think that wave 3 is always the largest wave in a motive wave sequence. So first thing, is it true? It's not. So let's consider this motive wave sequence. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when we say wave 3 largest, what does it mean essentially is, so this wave, this part from 2 to 3, this leg is the largest among wave 1, 3 and 5. We are not considering 2 and 4 because they are corrective moves. So in the direction of the primary trend, wave 1, 3 and 5 are the waves which we are considering here. So within these three legs, is wave 3 the largest? It could also be, let's say, a downtrend, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it doesn't necessarily have to be only during an uptrend. So wave 3 rules and everything remains the same. So the same question applies in this case also, whether wave 3 will be largest in a down sequence as well. So as I said, the short answer is no. As per the Elliott wave rules, wave 3 can never be the shortest of these three, wave 1, 3 and 5. But that does not mean wave 3 is going to be the largest. Often it is interpreted as that wave 3 will be the largest, and in fact most of the times you will find this to be true, that wave 3 is the largest, but it doesn't have to be. It could be shorter of any of wave 1 and 5 also at times. So let me just go to a chart. So here I have Solana. So here you can see this is a larger degree wave 1. Within this we have wave 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, right? So if I take the pricing tool and take the size of wave 3, so this is wave 3 size, and here you can see that wave 1 is smaller than wave 3, wave 5 is smaller than wave 3. So in this case wave 3 is definitely the largest. And here also, if I in this 3 of 3, if I take the size of this wave 3, then here also you can see that wave 1 is smaller than wave 3 and wave 5 is still evolving. So we don't know as at this point what will happen to what will be the size of it, but in this case wave 3 is definitely the biggest one. So let me go to this chart. This is gold. Okay, I think let me, yeah, this makes more sense. Ignore the noise on the right hand side, we are not concerned about that. So here you can see in the larger degree we have wave 1, then wave 2, wave 3. So here if I take the size of wave 3, it is roughly this, and here you can see that wave 1 was actually bigger than this wave 3. So what does this mean now? Now the rule says wave 3 cannot be the shortest, right? But if wave 3 is shorter than wave 1, that means it cannot be shorter than wave 5. So because if it becomes shorter than both wave 1 and wave 5, then the Elliott wave rules are invalidated, and then we need to reconsider this whole thing maybe as a different structure, right? So now we know that in this particular case wave 3 is shorter than wave 1. So that tells us that wave 5, which is currently on, will be shorter than wave 3 for the Elliott wave rules to hold true. Does that make sense? Because wave 3 becomes the shortest if wave 5 becomes larger than this point, and that invalidates the Elliott wave rules. So now this thing also gives us a potential target for wave 5. We know that wave 5 should not become greater than wave 3. So we know that wave 5 will end somewhere before this. So this is, let's say, 7729. I'm just this is hypothetical, so don't go by these things. So I'm just telling you an example that, so this level is, let's say, 70, 780 or something. So we know that this wave 5 will not exceed this, and after this is done, then we should expect some kind of corrective move on the downside. So here in this example, we saw that wave 3 doesn't have to be the largest all the time, but if you will see, if you will randomly pick any chart, I think let me go to a smaller time frame, you will see that wave 3 is often the largest. So in this case, this is wave 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here you can see this wave 3. Within 3 we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but this wave 3 is the largest. Within this smaller sequence also, I think wave 3 and 5 are somewhat equal. This is wave 3. Yeah, wave 3 is bigger than wave 1 and 5 in this case also. So often wave 3 is larger than the other two, but it doesn't have to be the largest all the time. And if one leg, 1 or 5, is larger than wave 3, then the another leg has to be shorter than wave 3 for the Elliott wave rule to hold true. So now that also gives a question that how big or how large the wave 3 can be compared to wave 1. So one way of doing this is to measure the size of wave 1. Wave 3s are often at least equal to wave 1 and often 1.6 times of, so that gives us a target of around this in this particular case, right? So 1.6 time is very common for wave 3, which is like 1.6 time of wave 1, and they can also be equal, and sometimes, like, you know, especially in a longer term when you are considering these waves, it could even be 2.6 times, 3.6 times also, right? So that's how you can have some potential targets for when you are trading using Elliott waves. So I hope in this video you got the answer for this question, and now you will not make a mistake in the context of whether wave 3 should be the largest or not. So that's all for this video. Thank you very much.